When you're falling, I'll be there above all.
No, picking a fairly well-established theme for the campaign is very good when you're trying to find token art.
Oh yeah, like, even when I'm doing other games, I'm just like, man, I need to find a map piece. I'll look for D&D map token game
Yeah.
and see what pops up.
Yeah, fantasy is definitely easiest to find all this stuff because like all the map builder things always have assets specifically for that, which is very nice.
Yeah, trust me, that was my biggest bane in doing cyberpunk stuff, is getting like urban landscapes and token like maps and stuff.
Yeah. At least when it comes to cyberpunk, there's plenty of people who like cyberpunk enough to draw lots of random stuff about it.
Yeah,
but like for the map,
it's hard. Like maps were almost impossible. Like that's why half the time I just drew out my own maps, because half the time like
getting someone to sketch stuff up would be cool, but oh man, I can only imagine the cost of like commissioning every single NPC I want to throw at you guys. Oh god, kill me.
I'm sorry,
had...
that second one's a chimp, not a gorilla. There, talking to Theta in Discord.
Yeah.
So far, you've tied me for the number of actual gorilla in a suit ones I've seen. There's actually a pretty good one. It's just concept art for Zootopia.
Heck, that might be the thing I'll have to do. I'll just have to pull up like a bunch of like 1920s gangster pictures and then superimpose animal heads on them. That at least is perfectly well within my skill capabilities.
oh my god.
Yeah, there's one of the two that I have found.
That last one looks pretty cool.
Yeah, but he's sad.
Well, now that I'm looking, I got some art.
You found him.
I found him.
Oh dear.
So dumb. Perfect. Except he's not rich.
Oh, these are terrible, but I love them. I guess since they just looking up pictures, I guess now's the time to ask if he's got things set up.
Prepare.
That's about the closest I came up to conceptually.
There's one I found.
Oh, okay. Yes, we are live.
All right, cool.
Okay, now to get over to the... Ooh, the maps are proliferating. The backgrounds.
This is what archives for.
Yep. Okay. I'm a little bit sick right now, but it should be good for the most part. This is just the tail end of it. Do we all recall where we were last week?
I think we were having sad time parties in Task last time.
You were dying in a fucking
More
cell.
particular, we started off by beating up a whole bunch of wizards, almost dooming the planet when the morphogenic field avatar died. Brought her back to life in new corgi form, which won't help us for the foreseeable future, but keeps all human life alive. And then had a bunch of powwows about what we're going to do next. I think we are basically set up to release information about wizards to the world, try to tackle a bunch of gods, and probably have Firebrand die. Well, we're going to see what happens there.
Yes. So, after everybody departs, goes their own separate ways, Right, one was just sticking around. I don't know why that's happening. Now that you guys have kind of discussed plans for the future, you've kind of figured out what you're trying to do. You all work on your separate projects. So, Axiom and can't remember the name. Real name. Axiom and Seaworth successfully do manage to disseminate all this information to multiple publishing companies, news organizations, scientific think tanks, all that kind of stuff. And though it hasn't kind of reached the public eye yet, it's only been out for maybe a day, you expect it to get pretty extreme pretty soon. What is actually no Firebrand? You lasted maybe another couple of days,
Jesus.
but by the end, it was pretty bad. You were pretty much just a torso until you finally succumbed. After which they sent in a guy with a little hazmat suit to take your brain out. So to take your egg out, not your
Yeah,
brain.
take the egg that remains.
Yeah, take the egg out. But in the meantime, you left a bunch of body parts crawling around your room.
Oh boy.
So that's pretty neat. You can probably visit them later.
I'm sure they'll
And-
have everything to do with me. They'll definitely be exactly me, but evil.
Yes.
Firebrand now has
Delicious.
kids.
My children.
Who says I don't?
Okay. So, is anybody else working on any projects in this downtime?
I would need to do one project.
Mhm.
What was the name of the wizard we rescued?
Huh?
The person that we rescued. What was Axiom's person? What was her name?
Laura.
Laura.
Seaworth. Yeah, Laura Seaworth.
Laura. Oh, Seaworth. Oh, okay, I see yours. Okay, so I would attempt to, and let's see. I'm trying to say this without sounding creepy. Get her alone to ask her about 2 questions, at least sometime during this span of time.
Okay. You can find her at one point after everyone's kind of going to sleep. She's mailing more hard copies of artifacts and stuff like that out of the base, and you can find her in like her little office that she was given maybe about 11 p.m. at night, when everyone else is packed it in.
Yes.
She's just kind of scribbling away in a puddle of light.
Scrap he'll knock twice. He wants to be courteous as possible here.
You just got kind of, while still writing, flicker eyes up to you, look back down. Yes, can I help you?
Open the door, close it behind me. Scrap will walk up to her and go, "We require your help with one thing, but we really would prefer it if no one heard about it except for us."
So she's gonna raise her eyebrow, write it, finish the line she's writing, put down her pen. Well, a bit more interesting than I was expecting tonight. What do you need?
Scrap he'll reach into his vest and he'll pull out the hilt of one of the swords from before. He goes, "We need this to work for us."
Okay, so as soon as you pull it out, she kind of, it's not immediately, it's like, it's not like she leaps back or anything, but she kind of shrinks away a little bit. She's going to kind of look between you and it and say, "Where did you get that? Did the Order have them on you when they attacked you? Is this some sort of... I thought they took them away."
Took them away.
Well, they usually never let them fall into anyone's hands. I don't know how this one is still functional. They usually destroy them if they get captured.
Well, I think she had somewhere between 10,000 volts charging through her still.
Well, I mean, that would do it.
But regardless, whether or not it's here or not, because it's here, and this has such power, and we require it.
What do you need it for?
Scrap's going to just kind of drum his fingers. The claws on the back kind of twitch a smidgen. He goes, the things we're going to fight need to, for lack of a better term, go and stay go. This, and he's going to be twirling it like with his index finger around it. This can do that very effectively, as shown by our dog, which was something I'm still not quite sure on.
Yes, it's a kind of complicated, but anyway, gonna flap her hand a little bit. Look, this is a very advanced artifact here. I'm not sure. I definitely couldn't artifice one myself, but I suppose I could try to fix this one. I mean, I need somebody to take care of this paperwork, though.
Scrapple shruggy as we don't sleep. We could write you letters.
All right, the perfect pencil pusher. He's gonna kind of perk up a little bit. It's like, all right, I'll see what I can do. And she holds out her hand for it.
Scrap's going to kind of hesitantly shake it, kind of between the thumb and middle finger, because hands.
Yeah.
You go, just please do not tell anyone. This is of dire import, but the only import that we need to know about.
All right.
Now, where it goes where? He's going to sit down and grab a pencil. It's going to be very awkwardly, but he's going to do it.
It's like, all right, and she's gonna hit you with like a wall of lingo, and she's gonna she's like shuffling papers around. You need like all these different boxes checked, all the different pit photographs and little baggies of strange like magic dust and artifacts that need to be shipped off to different areas. It takes about 20 minutes to explain it all, and then she claps you on the back. It's like, but I'm sure you can handle it. Now, I've got work to do. Kind of points at the hilt in her other hand and grabs her coat off the back of the door. Almost turns off the light, looks back at you, and then leaves.
We have made a terrible mistake. And he'll get to work as best as he can.
Okay, make a...
Oh, no.
Make an intelligence check. You don't have any applicable...
Fuck. I don't know. There's nothing applicable here.
No.
Unless it's want to be, thrown weapons. I can do that. Let's see here. Intelligence, where are you at? Oh, it's going to be so bad. Oh, it's going to be so bad.
Throw the ink onto the paper.
Oh!
Oh, shit! So you actually fill it out competently.
Oh, fuck. I was going to be like, I shipped this to Calcutta, I think. Oh, we're supposed to go to Albuquerque?
Ah, shit.
But I'll take competently. Competently is good.
Yeah, it's competent. It's not as good as the work she was producing, but it's not poor by any means.
She was delegating.
Yeah.
She expected this.
Yeah. So you'd be working on those papers for pretty much the rest of the night. Axiom, what would you be working on at this time? Now that most of the business has been resolved regarding the filings and distributions of this information.
I guess I'll just help Laura with the sword.
You wouldn't know about that. And she would not tell you.
This is a secret project.
So you would know that you'd probably pass each other at the hallway at one point. You'd probably be in your own little area writing through some stuff, casting a couple incantations to make sure it gets where it needs to go and it's not rerouted. She would kind of pass by your office, take a couple steps back, look in, knock on the corner of the doorway and say, Guess you got a lackey to do all my paperwork.
Well, must be nice. Just like back at school. What was her name? The one that used to do all your elective courses work.
Oh, come on now. You know we had an arrangement. She's kind of like lingering at the edge of the door. It's like, have you been plugging away at that all day?
Amongst other things, also still going through my existential crisis.
Existential crisis. I think there are a lot of those going around right now.
Yeah, this place is great for making them up. You look like you're keeping yourself busy.
Yeah, well, actually, I was just about to head off and make myself not busy for a little while. Would you be interested in that? Planning on going downtown for a little while.
Sure, I'll tag along.
All right. So, you guys head out, and you're gonna hit the town for a little while. And Arc Flash. You have all these people with these strange projects going around all over the place, kind of keeping to themselves.
And not much I can do to help any of them. Probably he's gone back to his old digs and hit the bars. You know, not like hard, but have a few drinks. Maybe meet some of the old people he used to work with. Nothing big, just trying to. Once again, been reminded of how short life is. So,
Jeez.
Christ.
All right. Make a perception check as you're moving around the streets. What district are you from again?
I didn't say a district
Was
actually.
it?
I think it was the one close to task headquarters.
You know, he's just pretty much a. Let me pull up the map here to. Hold on. Actually, he was near. No, Côte Noire is where we were fighting the.
Yes.
Crap.
Breaks Glen, that's it.
Okay, that's where the
That's where the fight was happening.
Children
so
of Liberty
and from.
and then okay, so Reichsglen. So
Okay. So from there, that seems reasonable.
can you skip me? I got to go do the
Sure.
swap right now.
Sure,
Sorry.
yeah.
Just got the message. I'll be back in about 5, maybe 10.
Nice. All right, Firebrand.
It's me.
You flare back to life. You have no idea how many days have passed. Well, you have exactly. You know exactly how many days have passed. 1, or is it 2? Is it 2?
Yeah, Firebrand wakes up and just the slightest bit of panic and comes to the realization, oh, things haven't been destroyed yet. Good, everything's happening perfectly fine. Yep.
Yes. But when you wake up, you find you're actually you're in a perspex tube, and there's something kind of scuttling around the outside of the tube in this kind of dimmish room. It's a bit menacing, actually.
Huh. Weird. I don't think I remember seeing this room in the base before. I'm going to light up.
Okay, as you light up, this kind of hunched, scuttling figure kind of falls backwards with a yelp, and you can see Dex kind of right himself and scurry over to the tube. He's like, Firebrand, I'm terribly sorry about the condition, but you understand Dr. Shen tasked me to make sure that you weren't still infectious. He kind of looks you up and down.
Hi, Dex, and Firebrand's just gonna smile. Yeah, that sounds like a good precaution. Tube's kind of tight though. Can you help me out?
Oh yeah, well,
Firebrand just literally tapping on the glass.
just I hope you don't mind. Just give me one moment. And he runs over to the little table. He takes out a handheld scanner, runs it up and down the tube, taps his foot for a couple seconds as it's loading, checks it, and he's like, all right. And he smacks a button on the bottom, and it opens up.
Woo, freedom. Firebrand just gets out, starts stretching, creates some clothing finally.
Nice. Good to know that that has happened.
Indeed. No, he's just gonna walk around the base like that.
Yeah. And just as you're, and just as you're kind of like leaving this room, you would, two people will be walking down the hallway towards you. It is Axiom and Seaworth. They look like they're actually going somewhere instead of just hanging around in their offices and libraries all day.
Oh, cool. You know what? I'm gonna follow them and just kind of like pat them on the back and go, "Hey, how's everything going?"
Hey, look, your flesh is not falling apart anymore.
Yeah, it's great. It's actually like smooth and clean, looking good.
Congratulations on cheating death, Mr. Firebrand.
As usual. And he just
What
smiles goofily.
that trick?
Oh, well, I'm sure, with a little bit of time, training, godly essence, luck of birth, and 3,000 years practice, you could get it down too. And I'll just pat you on the back. So a whole lot going on around here? I mean, I'd asked Dex, but I figured he kind of locked himself into his room there.
No, yeah, he kind of does that. It seems like he's really interested in getting this rocket off the ground. He's kept talking about it.
I'm surprised it hasn't launched yet.
Yeah, it's taking a while. I wonder what he's. Yeah, I don't think he'd be doing something else, do
maybe
you?
it's for the best if it ends up delayed. Worst case scenario, at least there'll be someone around to do something. Firebrand like scratches his chin for half a moment. I wonder. No, that's stupid. And then doesn't do anything about it.
You kind of get some side eye. And then she looks between Axiom and you. It's like, oh shit, I always forget names. Oh well, Hector and I were actually going out to the Berg for a little while. Are you interested, Firebrand? I learned you're a bit of a party man, Mr. C's.
Firebrand, suddenly conflicted, scratches the back of his head, goes, well, I was thinking of maybe going and talking to Career. I mean, I think there's probably a lot of stuff I should make sure I'm caught up on, and that he's caught up on too, but, well, where are you guys going? He says, immediately changing focus.
Ooh, well, kind of looks between you guys. I don't know. You have any favorite haunts? I'm not originally from from this district myself.
Oh, well, if we go out to Alpina, I know this wonderful place. I can show you around. There's some great and Firebrand like stops for half a second, goes, what kind of budget are we on?
Well, and she looks like she's about to say something, and then she doesn't. And she's like, I don't know. I got a few dollars. I don't know about Hector's state.
Firebrand looks over at Axiom and goes, "You're good, right?"
I go, as a bit of giving material possessions, and I just walk to Earth.
Oh, that's very noble of you, Hector. Very noble of you.
Well, this is a bit of a problem then. You've given up material possessions, you got a couple bucks, and I don't want to talk about my bank account anymore. It makes me very sad. So I think we need a plan, and it's going to be called running circles around Career to get money to go out.
Well, when I say
And
a couple
that's what
bucks,
we're gonna do. And I just pat her on the back and shove her along with me.
all right. Just kind of flustered, pushing along, and arc flash.
Yes, I am back.
Make a perception. Yeah, make that perception check as you're slinking around town.
Not bad.
Okay. So I assume you travel the lower levels of the city more often than not, right?
Yeah, he's like, I see him like, upper, lower middle class, something like that.
All right. So you notice, usually when in like the lower areas, you can see like a fair amount of like stray dogs, insects, rats kind of moving around or like making noise in the darkness. You don't hear those anymore.
That
And
just makes it creepy. Just creepy.
yeah. Like all you can hear are the sounds of the city now. They're like usually you hear like a dog bark in the distance or like some trash being turned over, but there's just none of that anymore.
And let me guess, there's a sudden proliferation of missing pet signs.
Perhaps.
Yeah, maybe not as big as would if all of them were gone, but you get those ones that people who let the pet out and then the pet just doesn't come back.
Yeah. Yeah. As well as and you can see on a screen mounted over a corner, there's a news announcement that is attributing the recent drop in pests to an Ordrist sanitation program.
Fucking bastards taking advantage of something they had nothing to do with. I'll get them. We'll get them one day. Knocks back the drink he was drinking. And as the people are, I'm sure the people around him are wondering what the hell he's talking about.
Yeah. A lot of people are some roughs from the lower levels. They usually are. But, drink your problems away in a bar tends to make things a bit more manageable.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the people that are heading up to Carrere. It is 11. It's now like 11:30 at night. You go up to Carrere's office, and the light is off and the door is closed and locked.
He's not here? Oh
Looks like
no. I thought he just lived in his office.
I kind of did too.
I'll look over at Axiom and go, do your wizard senses detect him anywhere? Well, no, if he's actually gone to sleep, it's probably best not to bother him. Damn, who are we gonna get money from now?
Firebrand, I actually have money. I don't actually just have $2.
Well, yeah, but how are we gonna go to any of the fancy places if we don't get some cash?
Oh,
Real cash.
I see how it is. Now that I mention it, I did see your face a couple times up on the screens. I would guess you have looks you up and down, refined taste, Mr. C's.
Oh, well, just a little bit. I've hung out in Alpena long enough, made plenty of friends. It'd be a shame if I, appeared to someone and I couldn't pay a bill.
Well, I think we should go to one of my spots that won't break the bank. Huh?
You mean going down low, sticking to the streets?
No, well, not exactly, but a place that's
Having a good time?
that's visited by some more eccentric characters, like yourself. Come on, we're going. And she gets behind you and starts pushing you forward.
Firebrand, not immune to peer pressure.
Yeah.
Long, of course.
It's like, yeah, don't worry, dude. You're gonna love this place.
Love you.
Goddamn
Firebrand with just a beer in his hand.
The arc flash with a Pabst blue ribbon. He just creates them.
Yeah, I paid 2 whole points. Alcohol on demand.
This is like, wait, you can make that? Yeah, it's just water.
It's just spicy water.
Harsh.
So as it kind of pass, Laura's gonna kind of look to you, Arc Flash, and gonna say, "Hey, we're going out. You in?"
Well, I just came from going out, but sure, why not?
Hey, if
Team
you haven't
building
been here,
exercise.
Hey, if you haven't been here for half an hour, you're still out. Come on, let's get out of here.
Now
All
she's
right.
talking my language.
Okay,
Let's get out.
so you are taken across Reichsglen through maybe like the central stacks of the city until you come to what looks like a brick wall in an alleyway, one of the buildings. She reaches out, taps one of the bricks 3 times with her index finger, and it slides out, and you can see a single eye look out. She kind of says some strange garbled words to it, and then the wall opens up like a doorway. You get inside, and this place is quite odd.
Ooh.
So you guys would recognize. Actually, let me just see what we got here. I'll just use this one. Make it quiet. So you guys would, especially Firebrand, you would recognize that the fellow who opened the door did not just put a single eye up to the slot, because he only has a single eye. You recognize him as a Cretan Cyclops. You haven't seen one of them in a very long time.
Ooh, very fancy.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while.
And
Of
you
course,
can
smile and wave and give him the whole finger guns and everything.
he just like kind of snorts a little bit. He's the bouncer. It's not his job.
Of course. Gotta make their life interesting, though.
Yeah.
You wait about 20 minutes for that.
Mm-hmm. And likewise, this area is full of strange and interesting characters. You've got you have a number of what seem to be like these strange frog-like creatures in a tank in the corner that appear to be having drinks in there. You have a number of what look like classical witches all speaking Russian in the corner, and they're eating some unidentified meat. A number of fairly normal partygoers. One extremely squat, extremely short, extremely gray man is kind of tottering around with a plate of hors d'oeuvres. And everybody seems to be having generally a pretty good time.
Firebrand, of course, is looking pretty excited and very happy. And he's looking over at Laura and just kind of going, "Oh, so is this where everyone's been? It's been, oh man, at least a couple thousand years since I've seen most people like these."
Yeah, but if we play our cards right, and she beckons over a waiter, you won't even remember it.
Perfect.
All right, and we're going to do a absolute smash cut
Oh yeah.
to all. So there's gonna be like a smash cut of you playing beer pong from like across the entire room with what looks like a heavily augmented cyborg man. Everyone's going pretty hype for that. You're going.
Imagine the next scene of beer pong with himself at hypersonic speeds flying across the room.
Yep. Yeah, there's Centaur in the corner who's getting handcuffed by somebody and dragged away. There's and then,
I've got 2 stomachs. I can drink that much.
and then there's another one where there's a layer of. Do you know those alcoholic drinks that you can light on fire at the top?
Yeah, a little bit.
There's
I know what the ice cream is called, I think, but
yeah.
I forget what the alcohols are called.
Arc Flash is set up in front of a huge field of those, and like you can just remember these in hazes. There's a river nymph just screaming in your ear, "Do it! Do it!" And then you just reach out your hand, electricity arcs out, and lights them all on fire, and everyone screams.
Just
also-
jumps right down the row.
Yeah. If there are any hijinks the rest of you would like to get up to, just say it in this blackout state you're in.
Honestly, I think you covered it with beer pong with enhanced cybernetics. That was
Yeah.
probably peak.
I want to say at one point I start doing target practice with my mystic bolts and people, like throw glasses up in the air and I try to.
Yeah, and then you so you like just throwing mystic bolts up in the air, and you remember one guy like getting like drunkenly really close to you and going like, "Hey, hotshot, you good with those things?" And then the next thing you know, you're playing darts with him, but you're both just using magic missiles. And the last thing you guys remember from that night are you drunkenly staggering down the street, singing a trollish hunting song that Laura has taught you all, getting all the words wrong as people looked at you very strangely.
No, the words used to be cut off his head and then drink his blood, not drink
No,
his blood.
no, his drink his blood and then cut off his head
No, I got the
it's
original
empty.
pre-colonial French here.
The
I know how
head.
it was sung.
The head. When's the last time you saw a French troll? I'm talking about Danish trolls.
Oh, Dane. Forget about the Danes. No one goes that far north. It's too cold.
Fuck you, Mr.
Yeah,
C's. And then she just vomits on the ground. That's the last thing you remember.
Perfect.
Okay. You guys wake up in the morning. So Axiom and Seaworth would wake up in what seems to be a subway station. You are kind of slumped over a bench while she is laying face down on the ground right beside you. It is not a pretty sight, and as you're probably woken up by morning traffic starting and people are like stepping over you and around you.
5 more minutes.
I look at a random person like, what? You never seen a walk of shame before?
They're just like one or two guys kind of laugh, and one of them kind of like drags you to, like offers a hand to help you up.
Thanks, buddy. You know the struggle.
Yeah. And Firebrand, you would wake up in your old apartment, which you haven't been in for a while.
Ooh, okay.
You wake up in your own apartment, and there's a river nymph in bed beside you, passed out as well.
Perfect, yeah.
Nah!
Goes
No,
and starts making some coffee. That's about it. Goes through the whole morning routine.
Yep. You go through the whole morning routine. So you guys in the subway station kind of stagger your way around. And Arc Flash.
Mm-hmm.
I assume. Oh, no, wait. I gotta think.
Uh-oh.
I can smell the smoke from here.
Oh, I could do something really depressing. Yeah.
I think we're doing a depressing turn already as it is. We've lost two major characters.
So you would wake up. You would wake up also on a bench, and it takes you a couple of seconds to realize where you are.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you kind of come to your senses, you can see the ruined building in front of you.
Damn it. Does it at least look like they've started clearing the debris and all that sort of stuff?
Yes. They've cleared away most of the debris. It's just partially, you can tell it was wrecked. Unless they're just starting to build a little monument in the corner.
Kind of get up, stagger over across the street, look down at the monument. Big sigh. Wander over to the next building that wasn't destroyed. Find one of those external plugs stick my fingers in them and hit the heel and then kill the hangover.
Nice. All right.
So lights on the street kind of flicker for a few seconds, and all of a sudden I stand up, straighten myself up, walk off like I'm perfectly fine.
Nice. And Scrap, it's taken you a bit longer than normal, but you've wrapped everything up just as the sun is coming up.
Well, another day. You'll put everything in nice piles if it's not already. Like lean back in the chair for a moment. Go, that was nice. Now where is everyone? He's going to go ahead and wait in the kitchen because obviously we have stuff to do, and they wouldn't go getting stupid drunk right after we just had a major thing happen.
There's no way you could wander around the base and see that absolutely none of them are there at all unreasonable time.
Well, why would they have any reason to leave in the first place?
Just as we're shuffling all back to task, all hungover and disheveled, you're just like, yeah, no one would be goofing off at this momentous moment.
I'm talking to the dog.
The dog is there.
The dog is there. I'm like, well, I mean, we know they wouldn't leave. We have so many things to do, and I did give her. She didn't take it with her, did she? She better not have. If she did leave, then he's gonna just just kind of push himself up from the table and just start running for outside the front door because something terrible might have happened, and this is fucking terrible. Why did he even trust this person?
So you would see, like, coming across the bridge towards the base, two people. They got their arms slung over each other's shoulders. They're staggering a little bit. They're squinting in the sunlight.
Are they who I think they are?
Yes.
Well, Scrap is now there. They no longer have each other to lean on because you're holding both of them at least 5 inches off the ground.
Oh! Whoa!
And we are going back inside.
Whoa!
Hey, dude, listen, yo, you can't swing us around like this. The
Scratch.
so spinning.
The
You
pressure in my
useless. You
fucking
useless.
head.
So I cannot believe you. We gave. You're lucky I don't slam you two together. And he's just gonna drag them inside.
It's like don't tempt me. And she just kind of like,
Listen, don't you know it's not good to insult a wizard?
Shut up.
I'll fucking disintegrate
What?
you.
I will throw you now.
Whoa, man.
And
I didn't mean
I'm
it.
like, you know what? Go ahead, man. I'm too tired to carry.
No, don't do it.
Exactly. Hey, stop. Whatever. And just give up. Limp. But I'm going to bring them.
I just go limp as you drag and be like, yeah, go ahead. Actually, thanks, man. This is actually helping.
Yeah, I'm going faster than you guys were. You know, I'm not actually dragging you. I'm holding you, but I am lifting you off the ground. I'm going to put them down in the general common area closer to the kitchen. And I'm assuming someone had a pot of coffee going already, right?
Yeah, Lucius would have put some coffee on for when he gets back from his jog, but there's more than enough.
Perfect. I'll pour 2 cups and put them in front of both of them.
Just like starts nursing the coffee cup, not even drinking it, just inhaling.
Scrap's just staring at her. So
she like looks at you for maybe 5 seconds, and then her eyes widen.
Where is it?
She pats the side of her coat. There's some like relief, and then
Scrap will just raise his eyebrows real fast. It's like tilt his head, like nod, or like give a weird like shaky nod. Like yeah.
She's gonna like nod subtly and take a big sip of the coffee.
Scrap's gonna just.
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
I'm all like, what? Y'all want to have sex with each other and you're trying to like not
Drink your
tell
coffee.
me about it?
Scrap's going to
Like she just like gives you mad side eye at that point. Like what?
You know, you don't got to hide it in front of me. If you guys need a moment alone, you could just like walk into the next room. I won't tell anybody. Your secret's safe with me.
Dude, he's like 16.
Oh god, I am.
I've read the files.
Actually, actually, technically, he's some sort of multi-dimensional being, so he could be infinitely old. You know, like age is nothing but a number.
That's worse.
Scrap kind of scratches his chin and goes,
Ah.
"Oh, we would be 16."
Yes. Thank you. Look, I don't know, man. You're putting in a lot of thought.
What?
I'm just saying. Listen, I don't judge. You know,
I
May, like February, November romances, I guess, would be the applicable term in this case. Hey, it takes different strokes to rule the world.
Scrap will pull himself up from the chair, and he'll look over at. Oh, I forgot her name. I just forgot it.
Laura.
I was going to say Sarah. I knew it was wrong. Laura. And he'll go, "Your paperwork is done. We'll go find the others, hopefully." Oh, I can't believe you all did this. And he's going to just leave and start like texting Firebrand and Arc. I probably have Arc Flash numbers.
Yeah.
By
Just
now,
says
yeah.
like, just where are you?
And as Scraps walking away, I turn over like to be honest with you, I was trying to wonder like what you saw in him and all, but like I said, I'm just not trying to.
She just gives you the biggest deadpan stare. Takes another sip. Shakes her head and goes like, "You're hopeless."
Oh,
And Firebrand, what's in your to-do list?
Firebrand probably like finishes up texting quickly with Scrap and just saying like, "Oh, I'm just at home, being in like an hour." I'm sure that'll probably make Scrap a little madder, but that's fine.
do you see little triple dots pop up at least 5 times and there's no response?
Jeez. Yeah, and as you're texting, the nymph has appeared in your kitchen, just biting the head off a raw fish.
Goddamn nymphs.
Oh yeah, I had some of that frozen, didn't I? Huh.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to get some coffee on your way out too.
Oh yeah. I hope you don't mind. Kind of like flipping the kind of flopping the headless fish towards you. I'm sorry. No. Never mind. Thank you for the night.
Firebrand will, of course, just put on the moves. It's like, you don't gotta worry about anything. It was a great time, and he's gonna give her like a hug, lean her back for a kiss, things like that.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
But
Yeah.
he's just gonna go like through some of like his old stuff, like after she's gone, and like pick up like a golden wasp and Ankh symbol, which basically just go through his let him project his whips through them. But that's it. They're just fancy.
Nice.
Sets them on his side. Finds like this ancient sword and just puts it on his belt. It probably wouldn't work at all. And just starts like taking some of like the collectibles that he's had and just starts, wearing quite a lot of them. Like, yeah, I'm about ready for the end of the world. Take
He's just
that
got all
roll
his
with me.
gubbins.
Oh yeah, sword from my old master. Items from back when I was a ruler. Oh, this was one from back when I was fighting with trolls. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, especially after last night. They'll love that. Gotta get that on TV.
Yes.
So he's just decking out a little bit, accenting his outfit, and then probably flying off to task. Eventually, takes a
Alright.
shower and all that.
Yeah. So you've made your fashion statement, and you arrive around the same time as Arc Flash, actually.
Perfect.
He was not looking hungover at all.
Nope.
He looks totally fine.
It's like, well, at least you weren't out drinking.
He doesn't say anything to Arc Flash on his way in, but he is berating Firebrand.
Well, actually, I could kind of see it. I could kind of see it show up as it's like, you had your conversation with Firebrand, and you turn to Arc Flash, like, where are you? Right here. What?
Yeah, I put you. And just turns away. Just.
Thanks for the save.
It's totally fine. It's like he must have just been out. That's on me. Sorry, man.
Is everything okay, Scrap? I mean, you seem kind of agitated.
Scrap's eye will his left eye will twitch a smidgen. We have
And he
so
looks
much
completely
work to do, and you all went out and did not. And he's just gonna
Wait, we do work?
stomp away.
Hey, he's walking up behind you. He puts a hand on the shoulder. You have to be able to let go. If you hold it all in,
I can use
when
it on
bad
others
stuff like
later.
oh, I'm trying to explain to you. You're half 16-year-old kid, half a thing that doesn't understand the human experience. You
Scrap
got to
roll his
vent. You
eyes.
got to let go.
Don't have time for emotional clarity. We have to go destroy things that are currently working on destroying your world. Why isn't anyone taking this seriously except for me? Oh, I suppose Firebrand did just die for no reason. I could have ended his suffering
Well,
days
I mean, I
ago.
could just like throw you into the barrier up north if you want. I'm sure that'll get us a lot of headway.
Well, I will say that spending a night out drinking isn't exactly doing that either.
Well, either our Mr. Shard of Perfection is gonna do it, or he's not gonna do it. And until he does it, well, nothing's really gonna happen, is it?
Well, we could just stop them. I'm so confused as to why we're not doing things right now.
Well, I think, like I pointed out before, if we stop him, then we have to deal with the other one, and vice versa. And Firebrand just like gesticulating like back and forth. You understand.
We're going to deal with both of them. I doesn't. As long as we're dealing with one, the other one will still be there. Go drink your coffee or whatever you need. You
Yeah, I had that already. You need some toast? I got some extra toast.
just brought toast with you.
Yeah, for flight.
He toasted it in flight.
Hell yeah.
He's sitting there with a piece of bread just wedged between his hands.
Yeah, because he doesn't have to go around this fat pigeon anymore. He can actually fly himself.
Well, okay, this does offer another question. Arc Flash, you're cognizant, yes?
Yes.
Did anything seem off last night? I haven't been
Now that
moving the
you
base.
now that you mentioned it, yeah. I mean, it was a little too quiet on the streets.
What do you mean?
Well, you're down from the you were from the lower quarter. You know how it was. There's always the dogs barking, the rustling in the alleyways where cats and rats are digging through the trash. You know, the pigeons, all that sort of stuff. It just all that noise was gone. It's kind of creepy.
Scrap eyes
Firebrand
go wide.
sweats just a little bit thinking about that. Like, oh, that ripple effect went a lot further. What's good didn't last more than about 20 seconds, he thinks to himself.
And of course, the Blastus Ordris are taking credit for clearing out the vermin with their new whatever.
It was the
Oh, so they
flesh.
finally built a better mousetrap.
No. The better mousetrap is the flesh. He's just taking all the small strays and little things.
Mm,
We
I
already
don't
saw
know
how
about.
they infested it into like near an entire few floors of a hotel. What's a rat or a dog? Oh no.
It's not. That's not the feeling I got. And this was like, I mean, even if something like that had happened, there would be survivors, ones that, okay, sure, maybe they cleared out this block, but a couple of strays from the block over would wander over because now it's open territory. This was like everywhere was quiet.
Well, regardless of whether it actually happened or not, it is something to we don't know. Just head inside. We have work to do. I mean, we don't have much time to do it. Sooner the better.
Well, what kind
As
of
we-
work you got planned for us then, since you've been here all night?
Well, I was actually assisting Laura. She said she'd do a favor for me, and I'd do a favor for her. And then she immediately went off and got absolutely drunk, shit faced.
Ah,
So don't trust
that's
her with
why.
anything most times.
That's what put you on edge. I see.
Just go inside. Just gonna just turn around and head inside. We're done talking for now.
Oof.
Yep, Firebrand just goes into the base.
Yep.
Nice. All right. So, and for the two people that can sense such things, I believe. Oh no, Arsenal's dead. Firebrand and Scrap. Although you haven't had any more acute feelings of presences, the background feeling has been kind of gnawing at you a little bit, and it's been getting worse.
Firebrand's suspicion, of course, is that the build-up towards the north is probably increasing, isn't it? The something happen-ometer here is like going off the charts.
Yeah, something's going up, but not necessarily just up in the north.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of just all around now.
Scrap is
Right.
I guess everyone's still in the common room. I'm assuming.
Yeah, everyone's
We
still in
could
the
just be
common room.
wherever. Firebrand just probably gives you like a little bit of side-eye Scrap every now and then. It's like, you feeling that too, kind of look.
Scrap he'll walk up to Firebrand and he'll sit down, like not saying a word. And one of the claws will kind of twitch and rest itself on his shoulder. And thankfully, I have affects others with my senses, and only through touch. So for
Ooh.
now, you
Is
can.
yours more of a precise sense? Or a wider net?
It's wide. It's not very wide. I only have extended one right now, but it goes to 100 feet. But it's definitely like I want to like. This is why I'm on edge. I know you can feel it.
Yeah. Firebrand will probably like take a second, breathe in, focus with the power you're sharing, and just kind of like look around slightly more precisely with that like 100-foot extended kind of thing. Go, well, at least there's nothing nearby.
No, aside from
Actually,
your
that's a
remnants.
reasonable question for you. Is there anything like directly under the base that we get a feel for? Or
The
around it?
only thing that you can feel is what's in the lab.
Hmm. Yeah. The loudest and closest scratching. And Firebrand just kind of like breathes easily and goes, "Oh yeah. At least we know
Yes.
what's going to happen, more or less.
We have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, there's a big robot that's unhappy, and then a big flesh thing that's unhappy. I can imagine.
Yeah, man. Did you see Godzilla King of Monsters?
Yeah, I sure did. Wow, man, what a great movie.
Oh, it was why years ago now.
Why, yes.
But I think it's apropos in this situation because basically that's what we're about to face down right now. And so as I get up, I do a little healing hands on myself so I can wipe the hangover
Yeah.
off me.
You could
then
have
I
done it
give
the
Scrap-
entire time.
Yeah. Seeing you do that, Laura kind of looks up at you and you're like, "You son of a bitch! I didn't know you could do purification." He's gonna like hold out, hit me with that shit.
I go, and by the power of Jeebus, be healed.
Yes. All right.
Firebrand,
She's now
meanwhile,
okay
just
as
does
well.
the I'm wearing sunglasses all day thing.
Yeah.
And then I give Scrap a little look and go, that's why wizards are great at
I'd still throw you.
You got some finger guns.
Yeah. But yeah, Firebrand's still looking at Scrap and talking and thinking, well, as far as the flesh thing goes, we've seen the maps. He's got locations. The trap's already set. Unless he's dealt with directly, he's gonna do something Not good. What exactly it has to be doesn't matter. Probably just means eating everyone.
That is the flesh's goal.
But I understand being patient is not a thing anyone young likes to think about, or even me most of the time.
It's nothing we can afford right now. Why would you be patient? We already know what it's going to do. Why you already know where it is.
Well, I
Why
mean,
don't
what
we
do you want
simply
to
just
do? Do you want to
we,
go and
we
knock
could,
down a couple towers where it's infested?
of
Got the
course.
mounds.
Why wouldn't we do this? Why wouldn't we just burn it out? It's a horrid infection, a useless cancerous tumor, and we're just going to put a not even put a band-aid on it, watch it and see if it gets better.
Well, at the same time, I'm trying to imagine what the headline looks like just before panic sets in. Local hero Firebrand runs around city setting fire to buildings.
Well, you
Assumed
could either
gone
worry about
insane.
your press face or have the city being eaten alive and everyone being turned into a useless pile of flesh.